So we finally got it. We finally got MrBeast drama. And it's almost the one that I predicted. I predicted that, like, Chris is gonna be in the picture because he's not in the picture, and people gonna be, like, suspicious of what happened in the abandoned city. What did he abandon? What did MrBeast abandon? His best friend? Well, that's pretty sad if that's what happens. But now, after MrBeast has released the pinnacle of his existence and put a bunch of predators on the thumbnail to represent his video achievement thing, that's also questionable. When I say predators, no sexuality is being mentioned here. I'm talking about just vicious personalities that you don't want to hang out with because they predate on your success, is what I mean. And I'm being a bit racist because that's just what MrBeast decided to do. Just put 3 black people and 3 white people, which is like, wow, 50-50 split. Pretty weird thing to do. In a YouTuber contest, YouTuber fight is like, what? Diversity? So where's the woman on the thumbnail then? Why just predators? Never mind. Splitsville is what's going on with Mike Tyson. No, it's Chris. It's Chris on this corner. And on the other corner, MrBeast, look how angry he is. And he's gonna, like, say he's fired and we're just gonna move on. As if nothing is happening, except it's over. This is the pinnacle, and this is a person exposing him, and there's no way to come back from this. MrBeast is going down, pretty much. Like, being exposed from being fake is something also people don't like. And exposing Chris for liking little children is also something Americans don't like. It's mostly America painting the narrative, unfortunately. I'm a European. You know what I hate the most? And you know why I'm transphobic to some extent? Because these guys are weirdos. I don't hang out with weirdos. I need to find a partner for myself. And it's a hard thing to search for because they have to get to my level. My partner, my female, has to get to my level. Has to have as many skills as I do. They can't just be fucking floppers. And if I hang out with losers like that, if I endorse losers like that, fuck that shit. My life is ruined because I get a, 50% less of a partner, potentially, or none of that at all. Maybe I just transition into a woman myself, like a fucking weirdo. I just see it as a wrong thing because I never had a proper relationship. He had a wife, and he threw that away into the trash, not actually explaining why that's a bad idea to just be a normal human being, live a normal life. He never fully explained that shit, but now we know. We should be a little bit more careful with trans people. Alright? In America, you can be whoever you want. You can be a clown. You can transition into being a clown every single day of your life, even. You can be a lifetime clown. 1% of lifetime clownification, that's like Joker move already. Being 1% clown, being 100% clown for a day, everyone understands that. You just wanted to be a clown. Being 100% a woman for a day, that's cool experimental thing, but claiming that you are a woman all of a sudden is very offensive to me. It's hard to understand. Being 1% of a woman in your lifetime, I was like, what? Why are you doing this? What's the point? Why are you scared of being a man? Why are you scared of life? I want to be everything. I want to be 1% God at this point. It's crazy, isn't it? Well, I am YouTube CEO, so I'm doing my transition process, and I'm not 1% anymore. I've been around for like 2-3 years, which is 10% of my life, so that's who I am. And that shit's increasing more and more. Pretty good stuff, right? My life purpose found me to be YouTube CEO. I want to make changes on YouTube. I want to give people sanity and clarity and all that shit that would make them make better decisions in life. That's my journey. I might just be the biggest YouTube CEO there is. Who knows? We're not gonna answer why, but again, I don't have endorsement for this man. He's a freak for me. And now he's losing even likability. Losing likability, being cancelled entirely. There's no coming back from this. Deleting your channel, if that's what he did, no, you're not gonna come back from this anymore. He lost, and MrBeast lost his best friend, and that's the end of that. Also, by the way, being political here, what is a woman? Am I right? How do you transition into a woman? Well, you just look like it. You lie, you just put on a costume. Again, you can look like a woman 100%. Like, people do it in the skits to make jokes, to be a woman for that particular moment, to do particular thing. People can actually understand. The Shanae thing is sort of harmless. It's like, whatever, but then Shane turns into a weirdo regardless. And still, Shane is a respectable and likable person. But Chris will never be that. Although, you know, it's not the worst trans person I've seen, I imagine. It's just something that would annoy me to watch MrBeast videos if I constantly see Chris in there. It just constantly fucking tickles that brain cell, you know. So yeah, I believe this is the last one, maybe Stranded. I think I haven't found Chris in Stranded. I think it's already Mac. Yeah. Replacement, guys. Abandonment. How ironic and beautifully artistic. But let's see all these two videos. So we have Penguin on one side, and we have some MrBeast insider pulling the strings. The last level of separation MrBeast will be able to handle. At this point, like, now it's big boy time. Alright? He can't rely on just other people to help him out. And this is a big deal. Like, a big chunk of sanity just kind of, like, evaporates for MrBeast. But let's see it. And obviously, again, like, oh, he likes little children. That's American thing. I don't understand that at all, of, like, how deeply it hurts people. I don't like children at all. So liking children is a little bit of the opposite of that. I don't like noise, is what I mean. I don't like disrespect, is what little children sometimes do, but they, you know, we get along at some point. We get along. But to like and just sexualize things like that, like, nah. I think Americans find it as, like, the biggest waste of time, because just, like, you're an adult, you can be attracted to adults and be very happy about it. And you don't have to go astray. I think that's the moral principles that are being followed, and I completely go behind that. Fucking adults, bro, like, they're cool. And if you're really stupid, you're gonna be salivating over 18-year-olds just because they're legal. Alright? Great. But the moment you dip below that, people are gonna look as you as a really, really bad person. Also known as child predator or pedophile, and all these names being thrown. I don't participate in that. I don't care that much, unfortunately. But it's happening, boys. We have unlocked Chris Tyson basement. So let's find out what it is we're dealing with.
You are provably wrong. All you had to do was activate a few fucking...
Damn, you found enough gaslighters to get really upset about it. I don't know if it's a good place to put it in the video. I mean, we saw the claims and all that shit about Chris. I don't think Penguin's video is the highest quality thing you can watch on this drama, but whatever.
And it's crazy that I even have to talk about this.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And I
just
talked
ignore
about it. didn't see that video, and the ones that did wrote it off as, oh, he's only going to put this on his second channel because he's afraid to put it on his main channel.
Yeah, the shizo bullshit is rising. Like, speculation is shiz. The moment you put it in public, you're shizo. It's only a matter of time until you have to drink medication so you don't go outside too much and just stay at home because nobody likes you to talk about weird shit
Activate a few fucking
in public.
neurons in your noodle.
But that's where internet is heading, you know, just speculating a bunch of shit. Sometimes a crazy person just comes into the comments, does some weird shit. I actually want to mention this a little bit because this is a YouTuber, bro. This is a YouTuber with lots of subscribers on my gaming channel. Like, who'd that be? Someone is in your... Yeah, you're in my room. Who'd that be, bro? And he just saw, like, the hater in there. Who's like, oh, what are you rambling about? Nobody fucking likes you, everyone just trolls you. That sort of, like, shizo move to gaslight you, bro, basically, and pit you against your fans of, like, shit, bro, I only existed here for, like, 6 months. And already I'm getting trolls? Are you sure about that? People still don't know who I am. So there's a lot of weirdos on the internet for sure. Not something Penguin should react to too much, but he did, so I guess...
Check my doctor.
Associate of the biggest YouTube channel.
Yeah, the biggest rage baiter of all time. And Penguin is the, you know, victim of that. Unfortunately, you know, unfortunately. He shouldn't be. Just like you're not a victim of porn. But you might clicky click and, oh, oops. You liked it too much. You victimized yourself. So, this exchange, like, kind of crazy. Again, we're sort of, like, derailing from MrBeast. Like, this video, however, this video is hardcore. This goes deep. I might have to, like, watch it, like, many times to be able to get to his level of expertise and stitching everything together and genuinely putting this whole board of things that he's proud of. It looks kind of shitty, but I can see the value. Show the fucking board already. Yeah. Just putting things on the board. Just like printing things out in general is kind of, you know, next level. I don't have a printer. And now he's stitching together, putting a police uniform. Who is that guy, bro? You fucking went full speed on this drama.
Using app.
And again, I literally can't comment on anything because it's flawless. Like, yeah, MrBeast is manipulating children, motivating them to subscribe. MrBeast is a min-max type of dude who's gonna reinvest into his channel. That's the metagame that we're in. Maximize, reinvest. Improve the quality of your content as best as you can, because views is what motivates you, so might as well improve. And you can do it by reinvesting often enough. It's all just the same thing. Reinvest, hire people, reach out to people, all that shit. Or use your friends to do that instead. Motivate your friends to hang out with you and build your self-esteem. Like, whatever it takes. MrBeast's journey is not to be ashamed of. It's PewDiePie's journey as well. Eventually it comes to an end. And someone else takes the spotlight. And me, big boy. Alright? In this situation, me, big boy. I don't know what competitors I have, but I can do it. I can carry the flag. I'll say that over and over again. I just have that big of a fucking ego. I want to build card game. I want to build YouTube Rewind. I want to build genuine things that people care about. And they don't have right now. They just don't have. And they're not going to get it from MrBeast. MrBeast is not even entertaining to me. Is more another rage bait criminal, I would say, at this point. Even this is a little questionable, you know, like his presence in Africa. Is he doing a good thing? Is he actually helping poor people? Or are these poor people existing because that's their purpose? They have a different purpose, to actually be poor and suffer all the time. And it's just like, if they're helped, we will never know what it's like to be poor. I don't know. We'll never know. And maybe you will still be poor in Africa because everyone has like this energy thing. But we'll never know. We can only speculate. It's just like the easiest target for MrBeast, to take the lowest level of person and give them something tremendously big. So that's what MrBeast tries to do, is like overwhelm you with the things that are possible. And still, I can't quite shame that. It just is what it is, right? What is shameful is Mac's appearance and Chris's disappearance. Basically, Chris got pretty much replaced. And Mac is pretty shady personality. Sort of leaning us towards understanding that MrBeast just gives money to mostly his friends and workers, and not necessarily the audience. Because it's just hard. Personally, I would find it very difficult to give money to anyone else, but also it just gives you an ability to not waste so much money, so to speak. You know, give a hush-hush money as well. Maybe even pay passive income, and if they say something, they lose it. That would be pretty fascinating. I don't think MrBeast is doing that, but this is the maximum level of, well, fraud that you can spin. Is put people on a leash. If they say something, they're fired. And that shit's pretty difficult to handle, actually. So if you paying your employees, you basically can manipulate even their ability to say anything, pretty much, because they're reliant on the income. Sometimes. You have to not overpay as well, because they're gonna go independent, or they will feel like, oh, I can just cause drama on YouTube and expose MrBeast. So I'm not sure what's actually going on, but this is just one thing to keep in mind. You can have people on a leash. A lot of companies have people on leashes. It's called, you know, minimum wage or something that you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your job, so you shut the fuck up about a lot of things that you're being told to do. And MrBeast, as a capitalist that he is, as a narcissist that he is, he would actually eventually default to that position. He will find himself paying employees and shutting them up with money. And it's just like, not exactly a good look, but it's just what happens across the world. So MrBeast can just be somehow different from that.
Day of 7 days. This video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize, or just the employees.
Damn. It's tough accepting that these are not random people. But at the same time, how else would you do it, right? It's not that easy to find a person worthy of monies. But if you work for MrBeast, absolutely worthy of money. You're worthy of that paycheck. Or do they actually receive it, or is it just a stunt? That's a scary part.
Themselves.
You know.
Who has built a
Because if you're an employee of MrBeast, the biggest problem is it could be ultra fake, where you don't actually receive money, and MrBeast is just flexing some shit. And then it's just too easy. That is the shadiest thing you can pull. I'm hoping MrBeast not doing that, but we might want to check his basement now. I love that.
Hey, anyone I'm friends with watch?
What that is.
Tell me, guys, tell me how many times you watch this video, because I'm watching this for the third time and I'm like still finding new things about it. It's like, what the fuck is this level of presentation? I've never seen this before, I think.
On where there is a
MrBeast has a problem. MrBeast has a very relentless OP policeman knocking on his door.
prize.
Cheating on trivia questions, bro. What the fuck? So, Zach King and D'Amelio got busted, basically. And then MrBeast busted for trying to make the best video possible. Well, clearly you're not gonna make the best video possible if you're gonna dip your fucking toes into drama, right? Like, have you calculated that part? Have you calculated that he's slowly, like, withering away his ability to make videos in the first place? His React channel is gone, his gaming channel is gone. Like, his ability to make videos is not expanding, it's contracting, and he's just turning himself slowly into a game show, into a capitalistic garbage. So let's keep moving. This is funny.
Signatures, giving children diabetes.
Oh, diabetes though. Really? But it's just feet stables. Come on, bro.
PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways. Holy shit, it's so annoying. Stop this fucking shit. I'm so tired of it. Fucking 10 years of YouTube, people are still like buying subs for this shit.
Over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving.
That's so funny. Side by side, bro. Having a disagreement with PewDiePie, I mean, that's another big red flag.
1,000.
Don't get it.
Buying subscribers.
Hey,
It is legal because subscriber is not that valuable for now. Yeah, or at least it's not evaluated. Because subscriber could be positive or negative. It doesn't necessarily mean either or. Unless you get to 1 million, then it becomes very valuable. The moment you can monetize basically views and subscribers, yeah, great. Incentivizing people buying subscribers like that, being desperate to do that, that's pretty shady.
You don't make money. I'm like,
Yeah, this is very interesting. This is like excitement manipulation of like, oh, you're gonna get this potentially, like you should be excited about watching my videos and buying my merch and all that shit.
we need to stop giving everyone something. Like almost everything that someone's bought, we put something in their package. I'm not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22.
Yeah, but you have to see the small picture of like someone bought a $20 t-shirt and they got $1,000 in return. That's crazy, man. And a signed t-shirt, I think.
$2. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also,
funny.
imagine you just lost a bunch of money at the casino and the owner comes out and he says, guys, the reason I do all this, I just love giving away money. Also, you're 7 years old in that example. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
Yeah. But it's easy to flip because it's not exactly the same thing, right? You rewards a set group of people. It can be even your group of people that you basically have control over, that salivates over your money because they're close enough to do that. But then you keep harvesting attention because potentially it's valuable to you, you know? You don't know. So you just buy a lottery ticket, which is clicking that button. It's pretty shady. I hope there's like a video that has the same amount of impact onto PewDiePie, because he deserves it too. Like, I want to see the contrast of MrBeast being shady like this and PewDiePie being shady the same way, just in his way of uploading daily. Of like, what is the manipulation tactic, right? Is it the same one the Penguin has? The same manipulation of just like, I'm an ordinary dude.
Very passionate about delivering jokes here. Fucking time, I'm not a journalist. I'm like the Z tier stupid journalist, like this actual
Not journalist? It is interesting how you would want to get off the hook when there's a pressure put on. I have no idea how he cannot be a journalist, but okay, cool. You drop your hats. Fair enough. But it's kind of cringe, you know, like, if you're not a journalist, like, what the fuck, who is this guy? Well, identified. Again, you can handle drama improperly and you get hurt by it too. So, yeah, that's your journalism right there. You got exposed, apparently. He's just helping me in every way. Getting rage baited, dropping his hat. Like, just own it. For fuck's sake. Z tier. Yeah, you are Zoomer tier journalist. You're trying to appeal to younger people, not take things too seriously, but that's where the sweet spot is of journalism. That's when you can just, like, do it without thinking about it too much, and you're gonna do a certainly somewhat good enough job, right? Skibbity journalism. Yeah. And maybe you're the final boss of skibbity toilet drama. Who knows, man?
Not a fucking journalist. Most of the shit I talk about is the most inconsequential mumbo jumbo ever, like aliens in warp drives, or that recent story about how scientists discovered hippos can fly, because
Yeah, and guess how many of them I clicked on? Right?
they get a function like an Oblivion NPC, can't answer the most basic question in the world. That is concerning. You realize how deranged that makes you look, Sneeko? That makes you
He's still talking about Sneeko, though. Isn't that crazy? What an interesting relationship we have here.
look like an actual
Yeah, the Penguin, I'm probably not watching too much of his not journalistic views. Let's just try and find something else then.
This live stream on the
This is where I stopped watching, and I rewatched this a couple of times. Now I'm in uncharted territory. Let's see what we find.
internet. I think when he realized that there's
I did get hit by a rock called, you know, the triple boulder rock called Disney. Mouse. I feel like, you know, if MrBeast is going for that TV game show feeling, I'm going for the movie generation. Like, trying to actually build movies. Something like Scott Pilgrim was the pinnacle of my personal favorite type of movies, because like it's just so memorable, it's so deep, it's so fantastical that no other movie was able to do quite like Scott Pilgrim did. And I'm like, shit, if I'll become the MrBeast number 3, I'll definitely be doing my own achievements, hunting my own stuff. That is also hard to believe because, like, again, this video is still hard to believe that you can just, like, incentivize a bunch of YouTubers to come together once more and incentivize the Mickey Mouse alternative, which is Nickelodeon, to pop their ambassador in there as well. I'm talking about Miranda, Cosgrove, iCarly, right? It's hard to believe because Carly is almost as influential as MrBeast, so yeah. Like, when you get MrBeast phone call of like, who are you again? Oh, the biggest YouTuber? I don't give a fuck. You know, oh, 300 million subscribers. Oh, okay, I'll think about it. You know, that sort of feeling. It's crazy out there. Because there's still uncharted internet territory. MrBeast is still not that big in comparison to a lot of things that lurk in the shadows, so to speak.
I guess he meant
What MrBeast is, however, is just big at growing his channel, motivating people to care across the world. He's sort of cheesing the system in every way imaginable. If he would play Minecraft, he would cheat Minecraft with the best deck that's available for copy and paste. This is why he's not allowed to do gaming, because he would just cheese the whole thing. He's only allowed to make YouTube videos in real life setting. That's what MrBeast has to do. PewDiePie can just play Minecraft. MrBeast gotta do a little bit bigger than that. Also, it's important to note that MrBeast has no actual talents besides that squeezing, taking advantage of whatever he can get away with, you know, from a very young age. So it feels to everyone of like MrBeast will constantly keep on growing and becoming better, and he can lie about it too. I think the biggest fraud is thinking that MrBeast is gonna do YouTube better and better, and he's gonna grow older to one-up himself every single time, and that part is a fraud. That part is unsustainable. That part's not gonna happen, bro. You're not gonna beat that anymore, and none of these are good videos, to be honest. It's actually going down in quality, in my opinion. I'm not sure when it dropped in quality all of a sudden. It was actually rising, and then it just dropped. Maybe surviving in Antarctica, bro. Maybe, like, here I noticed a drop or something. Even though this marks the moment he tried to one-up himself, and eventually he puts on a suit and everything, and he builds all these, like, crazy settings, even throws a train into a pit just for entertainment purposes, and it's like, it's weird calling this entertaining, because I just found a better dude. You know, I watch Unspeakable and I'm like, shit, at least half of the video, at least half of the time, Unspeakable is so much better than MrBeast. Because it's sort of hard to know what's gonna happen. In MrBeast videos, he just gives away money. In Unspeakable's videos, Unspeakable is genuinely trying to be as unpredictable as possible. And shit happens, bro. Shit really happens in his videos. That's what you can appreciate, the unpredictable wow moments. You know, MrBeast can manufacture wow moments, which you have to watch because he's the most popular dude, but to make genuine content, MrBeast can't compete with other YouTubers who know their shit. But anyways, let's keep going.
Everyone said during the live stream that this is the last time he'd ever sign anything, and that was just a lie. Illegal lotteries targeted towards children and selling fake signatures. I mean, imagine if any other YouTuber was caught doing this. You want to get the product as close to $0 as possible, so people are...
Man, this is just like genius level presentation. Genius. Perceived value. You gotta drop that. Of the things you have received from MrBeast YouTube channel, all the value accumulated. How much you're willing to sacrifice to empower MrBeast brands, to be thankful for MrBeast content. That is just genius, bro. Okay, you wouldn't buy a t-shirt, but maybe you would buy a chocolate bar. That's genius, and this is a predatory system that came from Logan Paul. This guy, this is the predator metagame, where you're trying to one-up yourself on how much money you can actually squeeze from the system to be able to reinvest into yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Or predator in terms of energy output, meaning that you're just a black dude who's screaming or even barking at your followers, you know, and even showing up at different locations in the world, riling up people of like, wait, what is he doing? He's just traveling the world tour YouTuber. It's crazy stuff. Surely, I don't have much thing to say about them because I try to stay away from shit like this, man. Ugh. Or at least shit I don't like. Because there's definitely another part of the internet that I want to spend more time on. Like watching these genius videos.
Just
So this is a long conversation that him and I had to have, which eventually we passed on the deal, and then Jake Paul and Rice Gum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
Jimmy, why is your manager saying that you wanted to promote this obvious scam to your young impressionable audience?
Because MrBeast is unhinged and he needs mentorship to be able to, you know, control himself. But he respects the mentorship just enough to not burn himself into a little crispy. is just another clue that MrBeast is dependent on the people around him. The moment he loses moral ground is the moment he started losing his employees, and people start backstabbing him and pushing him away from doing genuinely good things. It's not easy being good when you rely on other people to help you be good. When you rely on money giving good results and actually helping people through money. Like, this is very shallow moral being, right? That relies on other people, which is fine. Again, you can make the same case for PewDiePie. I can probably make the video myself, to be honest, at some point, but I'm not in a hurry. There's many other things to do. Because, you know, like, the biggest... It does feel moral to have friends and bring wealth and well-being to your friends and take care of your friends, too, and have this, like, real-life relationship and not just, like, internet relationship. So it's an improvement since PewDiePie's appearance, but, you know, we can still go forward because MrBeast relies on his friends way too much. And sometimes, at some point, MrBeast will get wrong advice of how to solve problems. He will just get wrong advice, wrong directions.
Or in Feastables, where he calls it healthy, is still getting millions of views a month. Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million in prizes when more than a third of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products, forcing you to spend more money if you actually want to redeem them. Ooh, a $5 coupon for Beast Burger. Now a single combo only costs $20. Marketing and shit. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with your dream coming true.
Yeah, the MrBeast tactic of relying on your friends, it's way too familiar. This is what stems Hightail drama. Because you just never know who to trust. Who's gonna actually release the game? Who's gonna make the game great? Is it you? Someone else? Who do you trust? MrBeast is a narcissist. He still relies on his friends, but he pretends that it's all his idea. That's the whole point.
They're pitching saying no purchase.
Yeah, you must understand, like, MrBeast content is not high quality. It just looks good. But deep down, it's shit. And there's a lot of things to criticize. This was my latest video to talk about this. Because it's a big event, and I had to talk about it. And I was not impressed. The cookie crumbles, guys. MrBeast ideas, the things that he takes so much credit for are garbage. They still don't feel fair. And then if something like a competition doesn't feel fair, then the winner doesn't feel like a big deal. And it's not like overwhelming, shocking moment of like, oh my god, they win. They're good at this thing, at that thing. You just triangulate a bunch of like, wow, they have such great skills. No, they just won because they jump through hoops in a lucky little manner. And it's like, oh, cool. I guess shit happened. So there's a reason to keep coming at MrBeast because we can do better. Anytime we can do better, you gotta just fight for it.
Purchase necessary, either they were going to give $5,000 to one of MrBeast's child laborers for stocking shelves.
What the fuck, man?
If you want to make
The child manipulation goes hard, huh?
maybe move.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
Whoa. How do we know that's the best tasting chocolate in the world?
You're fired.
Yeah. Capitalism, remember that first thing? The capitalistic gun of like, oh, you can't criticize me though, because you earn income, bro. And you lose everything if you criticize me. Ah, the Monopoly game. But the moment MrBeast plays the Monopoly game is the moment everyone plays the Monopoly game. Everyone can be a winner as long as they know how to deal with drama. I probably may not be a winner, but I ain't definitely gonna be no loser in this one. If I can get away with, you know, taking a bite of MrBeast, absolutely.
Bit of a stretch.
Because only, like, if the MrBeast employees cannot chill on him, then the only the outsiders can take a bite, and that means pure drama, like pure drama across the world, basically, levels. And we're seeing that popping up yet again. Let's not forget Rosanna and Jacksepticeye. The way MrBeast handled Jacksepticeye, this was not mentioned, but it's still worth mentioning once more. Jacksepticeye just threw a little bit of criticism, and MrBeast went with the fucking skull emoji. Went with like, oh, why are you backstabbing you YouTuber just like me? You're supposed to scam people for the views. You know, you have the same incentives. How dare you defame me in this like lie detector thing? What the like? MrBeast just went fucking offbeat and try to fucking sweep this under the rug, which is like, who fucking cares? Like, relax, bro. So Jacksepticeye and Rosanna just exposed. So Inner Circle exposed, Inner Circle of YouTubers exposed, and now it's going all over the place at this point. Because this is not just your typical, oh, MrBeast is helping people and I am upset about it. This broke through that barrier, because that was just gaslighting mode. Now I will repeat myself again. Yeah, okay, you go to Africa, you help people. I can't say for certain if you are helpful or not. I can have my concerns, but the moment people are upset about this is the moment they just gaslighting everyone of like, oh, MrBeast is a bad person, but he just keep rising in reputation because he's receiving fake drama. Like, people are upset, but they don't know why they're upset. You know. But that's the whole point. That was the whole point of MrBeast helping people to raise his reputation. That's the strategy. Reputation sells quite a bit. And it's the easiest way to achieve reputation in real life. You just go to a poor person and give them money, or their necessities met. Basic things, basically. And we all know that Africa is a poor place, so we all just connect the dots in our brains. Like, he's projecting a very simplistic viewpoint of this helpful behavior. But it's still a little bit shady, and, you know, funny enough, MrBeast's successors that rely on TikTok viewership, that give away money, like, they're pretty shady people. There's a whole TikTok channel dedicated to exposing them, and maybe we'll review it one day, you know, to just see the full spectrum of what's going on. So MrBeast's strategy is not exactly applicable naturally. So it is questionable. But right now what we're experiencing is such a downwards pull, such an exposure of like, yeah, it's like this lottery mindset for MrBeast, lottery mindset. It's so disturbing to me. Well, that's the end of that.
Have your hand reaching for it and be like shocked, like you're, yeah.
Give me that thumbnail.
Christieson. Oh, and
Christieson, boys.
literally Zero doesn't belong on a commentary channel. Watch somebody smart and enlightened like this.
Let's go. That's me right there. But let's just.
Hello, guys and gals. In the beginning, this has become a culture war talking point, and you'll find discourse like, this person's Chris Tyson setting the entire clock back like 200 years or what.
He never pushed anything forward. America is just fake, you know? They can pretend that they live better than everyone else, and they project the image of better life to everyone else, and we all pretend that we all have houses and great incomes and $25 an hour, basically. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And we're all working at McDonald's. Worst case scenario, like, eat my shorts. Now, we're not setting time back. Time never fucking moved, because these are just clowns. These are not real influencers. There is no real trans influencer out there. Name one, and I will run away from them. And they don't exist to me. You know, like, they have to catch me. They have to be respectable and stuff. They have to have, like, very good content that's different in some kind of way to make them special. So, yes, it is a talking point, Mr. Ordinary Gamer.
Whatever. In a set there, then I think it's best to refocus and look.
No, shut the fuck up.
There are a few.
There's nothing to refocus from. This is a sexual thing to be a woman. It's purely sexual. It's purely just to feel the high of doing that. Like, what? It's the same thing as feeling the high for a stupid thing like liking children and stuff. He also might want to be a child as well. It's not just a woman. But he needs to get that experience in his head of, like, how to be a child forever. You just don't know. Like, this is a normal thing that I just said to Chris. Because that's why he was a woman in the first place. He just really wanted to be better. Better than his wife. You know, it's like, oh, my wife has left me. Well, I don't need her anymore. I have myself and stuff, and I can be a better woman. That's his attitude. I'm not joking. There's no other way to put it.
Going over
Basically, I stand my ground. Prove me wrong.
the
I'll be very surprised.
context purposes. So the messages in
His name is Lava, by the way. And I wonder where Chris came up with the name Ava. I wonder what he had to do. Oh my god! Holy shit, man! What just happened? Yeah, Chris is just a fucking leech. A fucking faceless manipulator, basically. Whatever he spends time with, he just becomes that person. He's the ultimate copycat piece of shit. I have no respect for a dude like this. Not because he talks to a minor, but how he treats people. Nah, bro, fuck that.
Question.
Or although I would want to hang out with him so he becomes me. Just a proposal, you know, just simple proposal. For $1,000, you can become me. You can spend like 2 days with me and become me. Thank you very much, Chris. Please do that.
word time, Ava was a very public anime fan. I personally am not.
Well, what if I do this? Oh my god, you're an anime fan now because you are Ava. Haha, checkmate.
Me too, buddy. Still sitting down, and you got Jimmy staring at what appears to be the same exact image hung up on the wall. Because mentally
what?
age of this one back machine.
That one.
That image hung to look at. It makes me want to fucking throw up because it's filthy.
Oh my god, guys, I'm leaking nudes. Oh wait, she has clothes. No, never mind. I just didn't see that. Shit, what if Miranda is trying to take revenge and she's slowly getting a hold of MrBeast? That would be so fucking weird. My friends would like to say hello to your friends. They should fight. Fucking Ava Tyson, get out of here, bro. I don't know what else to watch, to be honest, about this.
I thought this boy MrBeast was going to be running for president by the time I turned 40, but his whole operation could end up being taken down by one.
MrBeast for president. Everyone wants to have political power if they're capitalistic mindset oriented.
Single person. Now this is
like Elon Musk wants to have presidential power too, because he has so much money that he could get from politics, because politics deals with a lot of money. Politics handles banking system. So all these fucking capitalistic fucking idiots want to be in control of all this money making and money distributing services, of course.
this is where more.
Yeah, I think the conclusion is the same as Aspen puts it, of like, it's over, he was successfully cancelled. Another person has to step down from MrBeast crew and make MrBeast even more fragile of an individual. That's it, I have nothing else to add. I might finish Asmongold's clip, but like, that's it. That's all I have.
This will make them.
It's very hard to watch Asmongold video when there's this fucking creepy face in there that you can put in horror movies and stuff.
With their life. So now, when some
yes, cancellation is meaningless. So what do we do with Jeanette McCurdy? Because she gotta get leech wrong. Wait, Jeanette has good Instagram rep? Very good Pinterest.
like they're a loser, like they're not doing anything important with their life, right? Inferior. And so I think MrBeast videos did that to a lot of people, and they make people feel like, oh, I'm not doing a lot.
Well, that's what a narcissist does. I can't do anything. I can't just get a job at MrBeast and help him out, help people and see how good I am at the job. I can't be involved. I can't get a kickstart out of a thin air. It's not that fucking easy to invest in yourself and grow. In a spotlight, you can grow fucking exponentially. And as long as MrBeast holds the spotlight and a great reputation, he will continue growing. But it looks like we have a hiccup. And we should celebrate that. We should celebrate that this shit is gonna get two different type of people now. Not narcissists anymore. We're coming to a close of this story. For fuck's sake, finally. That's the next thing to understand. Like, how dependent MrBeast actually is on other people. And how shitty his ideas actually are in a vacuum. Once people fully understand that, then it's gonna be 100% over, and even MrBeast will realize that there's no hope of coming back. But this is definitely a pinnacle of drama now.
Or something like that 8 years ago.
Asman really loves downplaying the drama. It's kind of interesting.
Do you think he should be in jail? I don't know. Like a trans woman from being an actual woman. I think that eventually this will converge, and
Shut the fuck up about eventually, bro. Your stupid utopia. First, things have to, you know, work. Everything has to work. Like, hundreds of things have to work. Just because internet sort of worked and has established, now it's trying to establish AI internet. We don't know where the limitations are of how much society is gonna suffer making these progressions. I wouldn't even know about trans people if not for the internet, of course. And it's a protected group of people because it's American exclusive. Look at that.
it will be.
But the internet is becoming creepy. Might as well just click MrBeast video for background noise.
This might be the best bathroom yet. This is the toilet. Oh my god.
The best part. Yay! Let's go play with Chris.
It's mostly irrelevant. You can criticize that, okay, which people have. You know, abandoning your family, many people say. Not giving your son a father figure to grow up to, many people say.
No, it's just disowning yourself. Because you have to still have good reasons to be something else than yourself. Right? Because it's just such a mess. Wearing clown suits the whole way through your life. When you can't just relax, you know, and be yourself. That's the problem.
Okay.
Everything feels like a waste of time. Then I click. Ugh. Oh, Belle Delphine, save me. Cover 1 hour for me.
Nor there.
Anyways, I'm heading out of here because holy shit, that's hard to watch. Old news. News gets so old so fast. I couldn't make it till an hour, but it's what it is. Drama is very, very complicated sometimes. And it's not just like, whoa, what's going on forever until you hit a ceiling. For MrBeast, I don't expect stuff like this at all. Whenever it happens, maybe I need to couple it with a MrBeast video to react to that alongside with drama to kind of drown MrBeast in the noise that he made. Anyways, see you guys next time. Thanks for